What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got another discussion video to bring with you guys. This time I'm actually going to be talking about whether or not I think Fallout 4's Creation Club was actually an experiment for Fallout 76, or maybe even Fallout, 3 Remastered. And you guys will be like, well, what the hell is he talking about when it does come to this? Like, what does the Creation Club have to do with these games and all of the possibilities that we could potentially see with the Fallout 3 Remastered? And it's simply answered by this. For those of you who haven't seen, Bethesda actually created a creation which was called the Capital Wasteland Mercenaries. Now, basically what you were tasked to do in this creation is you would be sent to the Capital Wasteland, aka G&R Plaza, where you would, help out some certain people, pretty much make sure that it didn't get overrun, etc. Learn some more Fallout lore and whatnot, all of that type of stuff. But what really intrigued fans about it was because you actually got to see the Capital Wasteland in Fallout 4's engine, even though it was only a tiny bit of it, in this form being the G&R Plaza. What was really cool about it is too, in the VR Workshops pack, you were actually able to build everywhere you wanted to go in the G&R Plaza. You could build, again, everywhere except, of course, inside it. Now, why this is absolutely extremely interesting to me is just based on the fact that we have known for a long time that Fallout 76 will eventually most likely get expanded outside of West Virginia. And the most popular place that people have recommended it get expanded, and what people are really theorizing around the world is the fact that it could get expanded to the Capital Wasteland. Now, why this would make a lot of sense is Washington, D.C. is very close to West Virginia, and Fallout 76 is, of course, not the biggest game out there. You go to, pretty much you're remastering Fallout 3, but except a couple hundred years and whatnot before it happened in Fallout 76's timeline, and that brings in a lot of new players and a lot of new money. But the only issue is, how would they be able to do this considering you can't actually port Fallout 3 over to Fallout 76 or a new game, because again, the engines are all completely different? Again, that is the answer. How would you be able to do it? Well, Bethesda didn't know, and that's why, in my opinion, Bethesda decided to experiment it in the Fallout 4 Creation Club by trying to see if they could put a certain part of Fallout 3 in the Fallout 4/Fallout 76's updated creation engine. This is why I believe the Fallout 4's Creation Club was an experiment for a Fallout 76 or Fallout 3 remastered and whatnot. Not just that, in Fallout 4 in the VR Workshops, you can place down, stuff anywhere you want in, the G&R Plaza. And what other game can you place down anything you want, wherever you want, pretty much? Fallout 76. You can do that with a camp. You can place down a camp wherever you practically want, and you can build there. That's why I think as well, that could have also been an experiment. Because let's just say they do find a way, to do what they did with Fallout 4, and, remastering Fallout 3 into Fallout 4, but do it with Fallout 76. Imagine going around in Fallout 3 Remastered, pretty much in Fallout 76, remastered Capital Wasteland, and be able to place a camp wherever you want and build practically whatever you want. You could say that could break a lot of lore, like what happens if you place a camp here and you build a massive place, build a massive place there. Well, again, we know in Fallout 3 that won't be there, right? Well, no, Bethesda could literally retcon that whole lore by saying, well, hold on, Fallout 3 takes place, I think it's like 150 to 200 years later, or something like that, after Fallout 76. In that big, very big frame of time, who knows, maybe someone destroyed the building, maybe someone got rid of it, and whatnot. It just, again, makes a lot of sense for Bethesda with the playability and being able to put your camp wherever you want. It just makes a lot of sense. Not just that, we could learn a lot more lore about the Capital Wasteland, again, like 100 to 200 years or so before Fallout 3 even happened. And that's why I believe Bethesda will expand to the Capital Wasteland, Washington, D.C. in Fallout 76 potentially, eventually. And that's why I believe as well, Fallout 4 was an experiment, well, the Creation Club, was an experiment for Fallout 76 or Fallout 3 Remastered. Bethesda adding that little piece of the Capital Wasteland GNR Plaza to the store not only made them a lot of money and gave people a lot of playability to return back to Fallout 4, but it also gave them an experiment slash idea to see what it would look like in, Fallout 76, or maybe a potential Fallout 3 remastered. Another thing that could be considered an experiment for the Creation Club was the fact that Bethesda also added the Atomic Shop into Fallout 76. Now, the Atomic Shop, for those of you who don't know, is a store where you can practically buy, everything again that Bethesda, go and add in the game. This week you'll have a new update, next week you'll have a different update. So many items practically are in the Atomic Shop, but again, the Atomic Shop is very similar to the Creation Club, which the Creation Club was originally featured in Fallout 4, where Bethesda experimented, making skins for certain weapons and armor, and they made skins for other things, and they added new items and stuff into the game to see if these could actually be added to the game without, potentially breaking it as small DLC. Not only did that turn out to be a massive success, but it also translated to the Atomic Shop, where Bethesda were now able to, discuss and know whether or not they were able to make skins for certain weapons. What weapons, could they make them for? Could they make them for everything? Armor, all that type of stuff. And then, of course, were they able to add objects onto a store where people were able to buy and automatically go into, their in-game. So again, that's another reason to say that the Fallout 4's Creation Club was also an experiment for Fallout 76. But of course, I'd very much like to hear all of your thoughts and opinions on this down below. Do you guys think the Creation Club, Fallout 4's Creation Club rather, is an experiment for Fallout 76 or a potential Fallout 3 remastered? Of course, I'd very much like to hear all of your thoughts and opinions on this down below. But of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for all the latest Fallout content and Fallout news. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my sports channel and my IRL/long channel. Don't forget to check out my podcast as well if you haven't already. Links for them will all be in the description down below. But as I was thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.